Hey you guys, Xander7589 here. I am going to be reviewing the Dell XPS 15. Now, just so you have some background information on me, I'm a college freshman, and I typically use my computer for video editing, Photoshop, Premiere, After Effects, all those intensive programs, but I'm also a business student, so I use it for Access, Excel, Word, and some light internet browsing. So, let's get right into the review. On the side, you have two full-sized USB 3.0 ports, one USB-C Thunderbolt 3 port, a headphone jack, an SD card reader, and a Kensington lock slot. Now, this laptop weighs 4.4 pounds, and this is the model with the 4K display and touchscreen. The model without the touchscreen is slightly lighter. On the thinnest possible bezel, it is 0.45 inches thick, and on the thickest possible point, it is 0.66 inches thick. Now, let's get right into the first thing that I want to talk about. This has an amazing keyboard. I switched over from my MacBook Pro 2011, and I always thought the Apple keyboards were the best. No Windows computer that I had used felt good to my touch. This computer, the keyboard on it is great. I honestly wouldn't change a thing, and they carried it directly over from the Dell XPS 13 because it's just a perfect keyboard. Alright, so the trackpad is a little weird at first because it's ultra sensitive, but once you get used to it, I really enjoy it. So it's mainly personal preference. Do you like an aluminum trackpad? This is some kind of plastic composite material, very soft to the touch. Actually, it may even be metal. I can't tell. It's weird. The entire front face of this computer is kind of like a carbon polymer. It's very soft. It's not your typical aluminum touch, but overall, I've gotten used to it and I love it. Alright, so now let's move on to the speakers on this thing. It has stereo speakers that fire downward, and the sound kind of reverberates like into the desk or whatever it's sitting on and bounces back at you. I love these speakers. They're Realtek high definition audio. They're extremely loud. Alright, so on this computer we have Intel's integrated HD Graphics 530 with the NVIDIA GeForce 960M GPU, and that has 2 GB of GDDR5 RAM in it. And I specifically picked this computer over other similar Windows notebooks such as the HP Spectre or a Yoga because of the dedicated graphics card. So this computer coming with the dedicated graphics, especially NVIDIA, which is the best possible thing, it is the best quality Ultrabook you can buy. Now, if you went to a gaming PC, you might see similar specs, but for an Ultrabook and this amazing form factor, this is the best you can get. It also has 16 GB of DDR4 RAM in it, which I found to be extremely fast. Mine has a quad-core i7 Skylake processor. However, the new Kaby Lake equipped XPS 15, which will be the 9560, will release in 2017. This model is the 9550 fully spec'd out without the 1 TB hard drive. I have a 512 GB PCI based hard drive in here. Well, it's a solid state drive, and this thing flies. It is incredibly fast. Okay, so overall, the last thing of this computer, the best possible part about it, is the 15-inch bezel-less display. It is beautiful. It has 350 nit brightness, and it has 100% Adobe color space coverage. So when you're working in programs like Photoshop, Premiere, After Effects, any kind of media-based work, it has absolutely beautiful color reproduction. If you want to use this for color grading, I love this monitor. When I'm watching Netflix on it, laying in bed, anything, it looks absolutely beautiful. I highly recommend it. The best thing about this is the screen. Okay, so since it's bezel-less as well, the body of this computer is almost the size of a 13-inch notebook, such as a 13-inch MacBook Pro. It's a very tight form factor, which I love. The one downside on this computer is the battery life. The battery life is not great, considering it's a thin Ultrabook with a 4K display, and I mean, the specs are just, it's a beast. So yeah, you're not going to get great battery life. However, it does have a power saving mode, which helps out a lot. And if you install the new BIOS firmware update, that helps a lot as well. Okay, so there's with the battery saver, and if you're wary, if you use the Microsoft Edge browser or you're using Excel, Access, anything, you can easily get 9 hours. Okay, but if you're doing video editing, exporting of any kind, prepare to have that battery drained. It's not going to last you forever. Okay, but this laptop also comes equipped with fast charging. You can charge it in around an hour and 15 minutes, which I love. It's like my smartphone. So that's very cool. Okay, so in summary, the Dell XPS 15, this model is the 9550. This is the best choice if you want dedicated graphics and an Ultrabook body. This blows the MacBook Pros out of the water. They are overpriced compared to this, and you're not getting NVIDIA graphics. Everybody wants NVIDIA, whether you're gaming or doing video editing. So if it doesn't matter to you that you're missing out on Final Cut or GarageBand or some Apple-specific program, this laptop is the way to go. I highly recommend it. Alright, thank you guys for watching my review of the Dell XPS 15. I had fun making it. I hope you had a good time watching it. Peace out.